Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Wolfgang Ischinger of Germany, Pauline Neville-Jones of the United Kingdom, the co-chairman of the Proximity Peace Talks, European Union Special Envoy Carl Bildt, Russian First Deputy Foreign Minister Igor Ivanov, Assistant Secretary of State for European and Canadian Affairs Richard Holbrooke, the Honorable Warren Christopher, Secretary of State. President Slobodan Milosevic. The head of the delegation from the Republic of Croatia, President Franjo Tudjman. The head of the delegation from the Republic of Bosnia and Herzegovina, President Alija Izetbegovic.
Good afternoon, President Izetbegovic, President Tudjman, President Milosevic, Prime Minister Bildt, Deputy Minister Ivanov, honored colleagues. On behalf of President Clinton and the American people, I welcome you on behalf of the United States to the start of these historic Proximity Peace Talks. My special thanks go to the people of Dayton, Ohio and Wright-Patterson Air Force Base for their magnificent support for these talks. We have an urgent and important purpose today. We're here to give Bosnia and Herzegovina a chance to be a country at peace, not a killing field, a place where people can sleep in their homes, walk to work, and worship in their churches, mosques, and synagogues without fear of violence or death. We're here to prevent a wider war that would undermine European security at a time when the whole continent should finally be at peace. The talks that began here today are the best chance to achieve peace since the war began. If we fail, the war will resume, and future generations will surely hold us accountable for the consequences that would follow. The lights so recently lit in Sarajevo would once again be extinguished. Death and starvation would once again spread across the Balkans, across perhaps the entire region, threatening the region and perhaps Europe itself. To the three presidents, I say to you that it's within your power to chart a better course for the future of the people of the former Yugoslavia. The United States, the European Union, and Russia, indeed the entire international community, will help you succeed. But while the world can and will help you to make peace, only you can ensure that this process will succeed. And you must begin today. As President Clinton said yesterday, the whole world is watching these proceedings. We must persevere until an agreement is reached and the promise of this hopeful moment is fulfilled. There are some who say that these talks can only end in failure. They have written off the Balkans as a region cursed by its past to a future of endless hatred and retribution. I've heard those arguments before. In the Middle East, where the Arabs and Israelis are now ending an armed conflict that has lasted 10 times as long as the conflict in the former Yugoslavia. I've heard these same comments applied to Northern Ireland, where a century-old conflict may be nearing resolution. I've heard the same comments applied to South Africa, where former enemies have now abandoned apartheid to build a multi-ethnic democracy. I do know that negotiations can work when people persevere and are determined to make them work. We've reached this moment because the international community took firm measures to enforce its mandate in Bosnia and Herzegovina, and because for the first time all sides have agreed to a ceasefire, to constitutional principles, and to a common set of institutions for a single Bosnian state. We must all resolve to stay on the path that brought us here.